Hey guys, we're at IBC 2018. We've come over to the Kino Flow stand. I'm here with Frida and we're going to be talking about these new tubes. Now I saw these at BSC, where I think they were prototypes, but these are now fully finished and ready to go to market, right?
Absolutely. BSC was our first introduction, just to get the palette a little wet. This now is the release version. It's going to be available early November.
Yep.
And again, it's now in addition to the FreeStlye family. The FreeStlye concept is that we have a 150-watt driver with all the electronics, all the brains for operating the Kelvin temperatures, the full color, and we can now add different elements to that. So we can drive panels. We have the 21, the 31, the 41. Now we have tubes. We're introducing some smaller panels as well. We call it the 13 and the 14, so we're going in size. Again, everything we do is sort of task-driven, and the more tasks we can resolve through this kind of a system, it just gives you that versatility that everybody needs.
So, obviously these are now ready. Do they just come in the one size, or are they coming in multiple sizes available? Or?
So what we're introducing are the 4-foot lamp. In January we'll be introducing the 2-foot lamp, and on the agenda are 6 and 8 foot. So we're going to try and replicate our entire line of fluorescent tubes that we've had in the past.
And like you've already touched upon it, but these all work off the same controller. It's the same system. Once you've used one Kino Flow light, you pretty much can use them all. I'm assuming that's exactly the same with these tubes then.
Absolutely. The whole thing here is really important that once you invest in this system, it's like an artist and his pigment. We have the pigments, it's in the FreeStlye ballast, and now there are all these different brushes you can use. So it's tubes, it's panels, it's other things that we haven't yet featured, but coming to a theater near you.
And do we have an idea of the price of these and when they're going to start shipping?
We have an idea of the price. I'm the wrong person to ask because I have US prices in my head. But anyway, it'll all be published in due time, and it'll be appropriate, I think.
And you've got something else new that's at the show, which is still sort of in the development stage, which is the camera LUTs. Is that right?
So what we're doing is we're featuring a beta version of our software. And since all the work that went into creating the whole color science behind the Kino Flows, we modeled 16 different cinema cameras. So we actually understand the complexity of what's really going on when you're trying to match cinema cameras to each other, or to even come up with a light source that'll behave correctly. So we've now introduced the ability to select the camera. This will be an expanding list of cameras. But it's quite astonishing when you start looking at just a white light emission from a unit and you click through different cameras and you start to see the subtleties and difference, sometimes not so subtle.
Yeah.
And again, this doesn't mean that a camera is worse or better than another. It means this is the difference. Just like we had difference in film stock, and a cinematographer would choose a film stock that was appropriate for the style of shooting that you're trying to do. And the same thing is now inherent in the cinema camera. You should allow the cinematographer to choose the camera based on their experience and the kind of color quality, the nuance, and the texture they're trying to achieve. Don't let a producer decide for you.
Frida, thank you very much for your time.
Pleasure.